Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the weekly comic book roundup. We're making our way through this week's Marvel and Image books pretty handily. So we're going to continue with Ultimates, number 11. Where we left off in the Ultimates, Iron Lad was recovering from his injuries, from severe injuries he took in Kunlun. And Thor and Sif had returned to Asgard to, take care of other matters. Namely, the fact that Loki has taken over Asgard. So, the issue opens with Sif and Thor returning to Asgard, or rather Nidavellir, and making an alliance with the dwarves of Nidavellir. Loki is not exactly a kind ruler or good ruler, but Sif and Thor continue to make alliances throughout the Nine Realms. And are seemingly wed beneath the Yggdrasil, the World Tree. The Battle of Frost Giants. They reunite the Warriors 3, as well as Sif's brother Heimdall. And Loki is proved to be a despotic ruler, and Thor and Sif stand against him. And in fact, Thor makes another ally of Surtur. And he tells Surtur simply to burn it all down. Meanwhile, it seems that Tony is recovering fairly well. And apparently he has doomed to explain how the Ultimates died at the hands of Ultimate Hulk. And that is where the issue ends. This is a good issue. It's been a good series, but yeah, good issue. Largely just explaining what's going on in the each page, with the end being really the only dialogue in the issue. Moving on, though, to our next book, we've got Godzilla versus the Fantastic Four. This is the first of a series of one-shots. I believe it's to celebrate the anniversary of Godzilla having his Godzilla license being with Marvel. But each one shot is as far as I know, standalone. It is set in a specific era of the team of the Marvel property in question. So this takes place at somewhat shortly after the events of Genesis 450, but it seems that Godzilla uh, has made it to New York, and the FF do what they can to take him down. And Godzilla is most definitely a much tougher foe for the FF to deal with. But it does manage to shock him. However, much larger problem arrives. King Ghidorah, Monster Zero. Turns out that King Ghidorah is the newest Herald of Galactus, and as the sorcerer explains, and the surfer transfers his cosmic power to Godzilla, and well, doesn't seem to do much good against Ghidorah at first, but then the thing is slingshotted by a reed to punch King Ghidorah, and then through bending of light, a basically invisible force field thing is created, and then it is able to make for the distraction necessary to stop Godzilla to stop King Ghidorah. However, we has to wonder if this is the end for Godzilla using kaijus to an attempt to attack Earth. That is where the issue ends. This is a fun book. North manages to really have a feel for the FF, as she has seen in his recent issues of the FF, and it works with the concept of Godzilla. But anyways, moving on to our next book, we've got Infinity Watch number 3. Where we left off, the Infinity Watch had been killed by a man named Zavala, an alternate reality stone bearer who seemed intent upon using overriding this reality of Earth 616 with his own destroyed reality. When it came to the star, however, she interfered with the plan, and well, they're all stuck in a reality without superheroes. And Zavala has been broken out of Alcatraz, where Phil Coulson was a warden. Apparently, he managed to make a slight edit to Zavala. All the villains are devoted his go to subjects, but he still needs his sword, the Infinity Sword. Coulson has managed to escape Alcatraz and get to an airfield owned by Tony Stark. Tony's lost everything. In fact, the jet that's parked there is no longer his jet. But he needs to get to New York, and he needs to get to New York, though. So Tony asks, "You need a pilot?" Not Coulson and Apex. In New York, Colleen Wing and Harry Osborn are talking with Ripley Ryan, and about the sword that's been stolen from her. Peter Parker shows up. And apparently, Hobgoblin is lawyered up, a firm owned by Edward Zavala. And Star begins to put the pieces together. The remaining three members of the Infinity Watch, Quantum, Overtime, and Multitude, are driven by Quantum, and they're attacked by Sabretooth. However, Captain America interferes and helps Quantum get to safety, and the other two. While at Ripley Ryan's mansion, the sword is still missing. However, well, her house has been attacked by the Green Goblin. And her security chief, Carol Danvers, is out of bullets. And Goblin was told not to touch the hilt with a sword. And, well, he's not really great at following directions, so he has a glimpse of the actual reality. Fights off Carol Danvers, Colleen Wing, and Star. The rest of the Infinity Watch show up, and Multitude is tasked with taking a sword when once God was disarmed. Zavala was trying to tell Goblin to relinquish the sword to him, but he's being very Deadpool about the whole thing and actually destroying narration bubbles and whatnot. However, then the Arions show up, a group of stone bearers who try to destroy other Earths well, as the issue states, the Hyperion, rogue stone bearers intent on stealing Infinity Stones from all realities as a class of their own. They show up at Rip Ryan's home. And that is where the issue ends. Something tells me we're going to get a really big fight in the next issue. Anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Twitter, Patreon, PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.